What's going on, everyone? Elite Collector 215, aka J Vargas, back with another video, another tutorial. So, last couple videos I showed you how to take apart a figure, either an Elite or a basic, but now I'm going to show you how to put it back together. So, I'm continuing with this custom that I'm making. Again, as I've said numerous times, it's NXT Takeover Philadelphia Andrade that I'm working on. Very simple, very basic. Basically, he had the all-white attire with the green and red logo, whichever way it went, on his knee pads. And essentially, that's it. I could have just spent the $20 or 20-something dollars and bought the ringside exclusive one and just did the logos on there, but I didn't want to do that. Why? I already had the parts, so who cares, right? So that's what we're gonna do. So I already took the body off the torso off the um Alberto Del Rio that I used. I took the torso off of him in the last video. So now we're just going to put it together. So this is the arms that he came with the Del Rio that I said I will not be using. And I will not be using it. So therefore, I won't need this part either. So the shoulders is going to stay over here. So let's put it together, okay? Here's the bottom part. Now you always obviously have to put this part together first. And there you go. So it goes back on together like this. All right, that's the bottom part. It'll snap right on, as long as it has a good cut, and it should. Excuse me, yeah. As long as it had a clean cut, it should be able to go right back on perfectly fine. All good. Then you're going to want to put the front part on here. All right, so this is how you get this in there. You have like the little holes right there and right here. Go down in here first, and then you tilt this back. You see this black thing? We talked about this last time. This is what stops the torso from being loose and going back and forth, okay? This is where you take advantage. You put the arms in. See, obviously, you put it what side it needs to be on. And the neck peg, if it's not already on, this is when you put it on, okay? Normally, people super glue them. I would too, but I want to make sure I want these arms to work. And then this is where you would pop all of this right back on. All right, so let's get this in there. Sometimes it can go in easily. Sometimes you got to use a little force. And here we go. So it's in there. Now again, this is when you can super glue it, because it has the space in there. Now it might have the space actually because of the arms. There's a possibility it has it because of that. But either way, that's when you can figure this out. Let's see. Let's see why it does have the space. So obviously you can take this right back out. Let me see if by using the other arms, this where it goes. Excuse me. Now, if you see, the two shoulders have two different, type of pegs for the inside. Don't mind my kids. All right, so let's see. All right, so I'm not really sure why this stood is so spaced out, but again, you can over super glue it. It might just be the excess plastic that's in there. Then you can end up using this, or just use whichever are the arms you want to use. But let me not break a nail doing this. Don't mind my wife up there, please. Let's just use these arms again. They go in there. So you see how sometimes it has a little excess glue? And that's probably what prevents it from actually going in smoothly. Let me actually... has a little excess glue on one of the peg holes, so that might be the reason what's stopping it from going in flush. Be very careful doing this. I'm doing this very idiotically right now. All right. All right, so it definitely closed up more than earlier, but anyway, so there's putting the body back on. And since we're going to use this head, let's get these out of the way. You always want to put those loose parts away. Since we're going to use this head, we're going to heat it up. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Here we go. All right, so you're just going to hold the head down with something. Then so we heated up the head, and trust me when I say this is hot. Whew. All right, head is on, mask on as well. Now, as much as at first I love the mask, now I actually kind of hate it, to be quite honest with you. Doesn't exactly fit flush on there, because if you see, half the or not half, let me see how this works. Let me see if I can get it to work any other way. So if you're able to look at the actual mask, see if we can get this in focus. All right, come on. All right, so you see how in the mouthpiece, it's technically the nose that's right there, because this is how it goes. It doesn't even fit all the way down. But this is going to be painted green and red. But basically, here we have it. We're going to get the wrist tapes put on. Don't worry about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate you. And let's go for the next one.